Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Jets. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
The extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Hall again on second down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one come. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back. Drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Throwing is Hurts. They set up the screen to Penny. Ooh, with a juke. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Hassan Reddick coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. So a nice bounce back there defensively after giving up the big play.
Yeah, you can either get down on yourself or you can get motivated. And that time, they dropped him for a loss. So I would say that they got motivated and made the play.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands of Cobb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be. And
he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Now the veteran Thomas Morstead on to punt it away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete. Aaron Sipos on to punt as he'll get this one away now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. To throw, it's Rodgers. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Rodgers to throw. They'll set up the screen for Hall. Oh, look at the juke. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
On first down, Rodgers. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice get.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt, he's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here first and 10. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. Here's Hurts to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now it's third and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Hurts sets up to throw it, and that is incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively, or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here's Aaron Sipas now. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the Jets will take over first and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers tapping this forward on the Jets sweep. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
Rodgers. This is Cobb with a catch right side. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Swift. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. 2 yards on the 1st down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the 2nd down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The Eagles on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. On the draw, this is Penny. And he's going to be stopped short of a 1st down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And here's Taylor on the return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Rodgers now on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the 1st half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Rodgers going to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. They had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further.
Don't worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st down, Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll run right here with Swift. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Well, you did. That line's not eating tofu, I'll tell you that much for free. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Hall want to give up the middle. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Hurts. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On the option to give to Swift here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The Jets going to take over now late in this first half. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This time they stay on the ground, and he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points. He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Hurts is going to try and run. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 38, Hurts looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Hurts. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. The tackle by Nakobe Dean.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. They'll set up his... And he coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Eagles. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
They go play action with Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That was just a good example of taking what the defense gave him. No one open downfield, knew where his safety valve was, swung it out to him. He gets upfield and picks up the 1st down. Well done all the way around.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On third down, here comes Swift. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the option to give to Swift here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw. Caught on the slant. And he's brought down. Hurts connecting there with Brown for the Eagles first.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Hurts sets up to throw it. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. That's complete right side to Lazard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll run with Hall. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there. It's a drive will continue.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It was Brandon Graham that came in there and got him.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers, who dumps this one off here to Hall. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. Pulled in at the 24. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored when their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Hurts.
And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And this is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try to move forward.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Now I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Open man here is Conklin. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
2nd and 8 coming up. Now it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. On first down, Rodgers. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. On the draw, it's Hall. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Here's Hall again. And he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Rodgers now to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New York. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught by Watkins. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Short gain, last two plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. First down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
Hurts trying to hurry up the offense. He's back to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 91 yards rushing for him now as he's toted it 21 times. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone, all right? You don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Second down and 3.
Now Rodgers. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Down inside the 10.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, that certainly changes things here because they're in field goal range already, but a field goal, that's not what they're looking for now, not after that big play right here in overtime.
They'll run with Hall. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score in OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime, just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
And again, just a great game that we bore witness to.
And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now a first throw here in overtime. Oh, and it's intercepted.
And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf, and today that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.